within only 300 years of the country's founding. From 13 colonial states are still fighting for autonomy. The United States of America has developed rapidly into a country with the #1 economy and military in the world. This is the ranking of the 20 countries with the world's top GDP. The GDP of the United States of America ranks first in the world according to the data of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, at $26,854,599 million. The data of the World Bank and the United Nations also show that the United States ranks first in the GDP ranking of the 20 countries with the highest GDP, followed by China, Japan, Germany, India, United Kingdom, France, Italy, Canada, Brazil. And here is the list of 10 countries with the top military power in the world. Still, the United States of America is at #1, followed by Russia, China, India, the United Kingdom, South Korea, Pakistan, Japan, France, and Italy, respectively. The United States ranks at #1 in both statistics for economy and military power. It is no coincidence that the United States has become the #1 power in the world, which is explained by the following reasons. The first reason: America's geography is almost sacrosanct. The geographical position of the United States is adjacent to two very large seas, the Atlantic and the Pacific, make the United States invulnerable to other great powers from Europe or Asia. No potential threat directly threatens the United States. Assuming there is a nuclear attack from North Korea or from Russia, the U.S. interceptor missile systems will immediately disable them. The second reason attracted many of the world's leading scientists in Europe to settle down and appropriate many of Hitler's secret weapons. In the 20th century, Germany has a superior science and technology compared to the rest of Europe because Germany is a concentration place for many scientists and physicists. When World War II broke out, because he wanted to escape the persecution of Nazi leader Adolf Hitler, as well as flee the war, scientists in Europe came to America to settle down and continue scientific research, such as the greatest Jewish physicist of all time, Albert Einstein. Maria Goeppert-Mayer, German theoretical physicist who contributed to the Manhattan Project, a project to develop the atomic bomb. Italian, Jewish physicist Enrico Fermi led the team of scientists behind the Manhattan Project. German physicist Hans Bethe also contributed to the Manhattan Project and the American hydrogen bomb development program in the 1950s. Italian, Jewish neurologist Rita Levi-Montalcini. In addition, there are many other scientists in different fields who later made many contributions to the United States. Hitler had many secret weapons that had never been brought to the battlefield, such as biogas, such as nerve poison, and was also working on a weapon to cause plague. On May 1, 1945, the Soviet Union captured Berlin. The U.S. did not want these Nazi weapons to fall into Soviet hands. From July 20, 1945 to 1959, the U.S. government carried out a secret operation called Operation Paperclip, which was conducted by the U.S. to recruit more than 1,600 Nazi scientists and experts, contributed significantly to the development of the United States in the field of science and technology later. One of the German scientists, Wurmherr von Braun, later made major contributions to the American space program, including the development of the Saturn V rocket to send humans to the moon. Therefore, during and after World War II, the U.S. recruited many genius scientists from Nazi Germany to work, who miraculously helped Germany rise from the ashes after defeat in World War I. The third reason: mastering modern military production technology. Also, on July 10, 1940, Nazi Germany began an air campaign against Great Britain. The United States and the United Kingdom have cooperated in the production of weapons on American soil. In September 1940, the UK sent a group of scientists to the US to share manufacturing technology with the US. and took advantage of America's enormous industrial production capacity to develop and manufacture equipment for the war with Nazi Germany. As a result, the U.S. mastered the technology of producing military weapons. Especially the magnetron technology radar, sonar, is considered the most valuable, helping to make radars smaller in size and higher in power to be installed on fighter aircraft. Helped develop underwater targets such as Nazi U-boat submarines and Imperial Japanese kamikaze aircraft from a distance of at least 80 kilometers. Being the only country without infrastructure destruction, make a lot of profit from supplying war materials to the Allies. As a result, the U.S. economy has grown at a rapid rate. Meanwhile, the participating countries were all devastated by the war. Fourth reason. The U.S. turns Europe into a consumption market. For 3 years after participating in World War II, American industry supplied nearly 70% of all military equipment to the U.S. and the Allies. 297,000 aircraft, 197,000 artillery pieces, 86,000 tanks, and 2 million military trucks. American industrial production, already the largest in the world, has doubled in size. After the war ended, this huge scale of production was converted to the production of consumer products. The products are very large and face the risk of a crisis of overproduction. To solve this problem, America targets Europe as a consumer market, which was in dire need of goods for post-war reconstruction. In 1948, the U.S. provided aid to Western European countries through the Marshall Plan. To some extent, Western countries have gradually become economically dependent on the U.S. They must accept the free trade, political freedom, democracy, and human rights terms of the Marshall Plan if it wants to receive loan subsidies. Fifth reason. Strengthen the value of the U.S. local currency by increasing the demand for USD in international transactions, turning USD into the foreign currency most in demand, through loan and aid programs requiring partner countries to make payments in USD trade and military cooperation agreements. Interfering in the internal affairs of any country if it threatens the #1 position of the U.S. dollar, even using his world's #1 military power. Above are the reasons for helping the U.S. become the #1 power in the world. Goodbye and see you soon.